All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rosy for our next interview session. Thank you so much for coming here, Rosy. Again, thank you. Just kind of tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are for those who need a little bit of education.
First of all, thank you, Alex, for having me today. This is so cool. I'm Rosy L. I'm a singer-songwriter from Laos. I'm originally from Southeast Asia, born and raised there till I was 18 years old, and I'm into writing like R&B, pop, and indie with my guitar.
How has that been, that journey coming from Laos to over here?
It's not actually that different for me personally, because I came from an international school back in Laos and then graduated from high school, came here. Since it's an international school, it's like super diverse, and I already spoke English then. So when I came here, it's like, okay, it's not that different, but the Texas culture is a little different than back home.
Especially the tea, I imagine.
Yes. Yes, the tea is very different.
One of our questions is when it comes to being in the creative process, a lot of people have suffered through a creative burnout. What are some things that you kind of tend to do to kind of rebound yourself from burnout?
For me, watching YouTube videos of other people singing. I love watching like The Voice, America's Got Talent, Britain's Got Talent. I love nature. I always have to go spend some time outside just to get that. I don't know how nature works. It's just amazing. It just refreshes me.
Which one's the best, America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent?
I can't compare. They're good in their own ways. Yeah, because there are great auditions, and I don't know. They're both great.
I just remember one time, I think it was Britain Got Talent. One of my favorite one is the one where it's like this older lady. But she has this sad story where she lives alone in her apartment with like 20 cats or something. And then she did an opera. I know she just blew away the audience.
That was Susan Boyle.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that was her. See, that was the best one. I remember seeing that popped off, and I was like,
know.
dang.
She's amazing.
What other artists do you tend to listen to the most to kind of give you that creative juice?
I listen to her, Janae Aiko, Kiana Lede, all the R&B kind
R&B
of.
classics, I respect that.
Yes, they're like my top right now that I'm listening to get inspiration.
Okay, I love Zaw. And Zaw's new album, it's just the best, especially Kill Bill. I mean, everyone's been bopping Kill Bill, so that one was really good.
Yes.
Just killed it. Jane Aiko. Man, you listen to Daniel Caesar?
Yes.
I was gonna say, like, Daniel Caesar, I just had him recently on Spotify, and he's just been killing it in my streams now.
He's amazing. I love him.
I noticed you play acoustic guitar. Out of curiosity, because a lot of people I know that are into the acoustics are very picky with their guitars. Like, they know, like, some of them get down to, like, what type of wood it makes, how many strings or anything. Is there a particular taste you go to for your own guitar that you look for?
Actually, my husband helps me a lot with picking up my guitars because he's an audio engineer and he works in a music store as a part-time.
Really?
Yes. So
hey, that's a dynamic duo right there.
he's behind all my songs, so we make music together. Yeah, for me, I'm like, hey, got any good guitars on your job? And then he's like, yep, there's one. So I recently found out the type of strings I like to gravitate towards too. It's the thinner strings that are better for my hands. I'm like, it hurts your hands if it's like a thicker string, so I found one that is perfect for me. But other than that, I'm not really that picky with guitars. I don't think so. I'm still learning.
Mad respect to that though. It's like, again, just that aspect of having someone like a dynamic duo, it just really makes a difference, especially for a lot of artists, because for lack of better words, it is a lonely field. It can get really lonely very easily. So just hearing the story of a dynamic duo, especially a couple like that, is just nothing but mad respect to that. We don't hear a lot of stories like that for sure.
Yeah.
How has it been, that transition? Like, what was that light bulb moment for you when you realized that this is something I want to do for the rest of my life? Like, just because I know, because what I'm hearing is that it started as a hobby, right? It was like something you got into more and more. But what was that moment where, like, okay, I'm willing to, like, do this for the rest of my life now? Like, just, for lack of better words, give everything up for this.
I started in Laos when I was like 15, 16, making YouTube videos in my bedroom.
Hey, humble beginnings.
Yeah, so it was so much fun just doing covers. And then when I came here, And I have a lot of friends who are in the music like major, including my husband. And I'm just like, dang, I wish I did music, as my major. And then my sister Emily, she's like, why are you not doing music in the first place? I was like, I don't know. I was like social work. And then I started working with kids, and then I realized, yeah, this is not for me. I love kids. It was so rewarding. I actually work in a psych ward. I work with kids who are on the last step before going to a mental hospital. So it was like a little rough, more of a behind the scene kind of person when it comes to working. So I found IT. I fix computers now. So right now I fix computers, more behind the scene, have more downtime to write music.
Hey, that's what's up.
So, yeah.
How has being a musician and get kind of changed your social life? Because for some people, they just said they have to move differently now. Some people's like, one story, one of our interviews just said, brought up an interesting point. It's like being in this kind of spotlight a little bit. It's like it gets hard to like tell people that are genuinely want to be your friends, and those are just like, oh, they just want to use you. You know what I mean? That's just one example from one of our interviews, but I imagine there's so many other stories.
How it changed my social life. So before on social media, I would never post any picture of my face in it. It's all nature, mountains, and food, because I love food and nature. So when I started going to music, I started going to more open mics, more music events. I started posting more of my face because I'm like, you know what? I'm making music. I do want to let people know like who I am, what kind of music I'm doing. And it's just been a thing now. Open mic nights, being more open to shows and not being shy and be like, because I'm always like insecure sometimes about my abilities to play guitar and sing. I had like opportunities come up like, hey, can you play at the show? And I'm like, I'm good. I don't think I'm like there yet with my level of singing and stuff. But now I'm like, you know what, I need to put myself out there because my end goal is I do want people to know about my music and my healing factor of my music. I want to write so people know that they're not alone in their healing journey.
Mad respect to that. Especially that's what I noticed, especially on your social media. That's kind of how I saw it. I went to one of the open mics for the Creators Factory, and you just killed the stage. Yeah.
You were there?
Yeah, I was like one of them. It was a while ago though. I think it was like
No.
a small town. There's some current projects that you are currently working on.
So I have a single coming out next Wednesday.
Oh shit!
August 23rd. It's called Low Key. I'm performing it tonight, actually. But yes, we're working on our EP right now. So I have 5 songs. Low Key's gonna be in it. But yeah, just working on more music, and more performances are coming up soon. I haven't posted the dates, but they will be there. They'll be there.
What are some dream artists that you would wish to work with in the future? Like, say you get the opportunity, you're at the doors of Atlantic Records or at Warner Music, like the big ones, and you have the chance to collab with people. What were some of your favorite? What were some ones that you'd be like, I want to collab with them first?
Her is definitely one of the artists, and Janae Aiko.
What are some other venues or other sort of revenue streams you thought about getting into? Because a lot of artists, now everyone's getting into fashion, saying, oh, I want to start my own fashion line. Some artists said that they want to start their own mic company where they start building their own mics. Ooh. Or some, it takes some extra stuff to kind of do something outside of the music field. I'm just curious, have you ever thought about anything like that? And if so, what are some things you kind of see yourself?
Yes, I have thought about that. I'm into drawing art, like I'm into arts as well. So I like to paint. I do embroidery. I also have mugs. I make mugs for sale as well. Oh, yes, and I'm also into making stickers.
But that's interesting though. You make your own mugs, so like you just paint on like make mugs, or you mean like you just add design on a mug? Like how does that work?
So I add the design on the mug. The design I drew myself. So I drew myself. I like black and white line art. So I draw myself, and then I'll put it on a mug, and then make it online and have it shipped to me. Ooh. Yeah.
I'm in the market for looking for some mugs. Send me a link. What are some other skills that you brought to work on?
Ooh, some other skills, as in like in the arts.
In the arts or business, technology, just in general.
I want to refine my IT skills. I recently got into IT, right? I told you about that. And it's been over like 2 years that I've been in the IT field. I would love to get better at it and hopefully have my own IT side business. You know, if you want me to fix your computers, I can. I would love to refine those skills. 'Cause,
If you could change anything in this industry right now, what would you say it would be?
well, the one thing I want to change in this industry is being more focused on the person's talent, not their popularity. Now it's more about like popularity, how many numbers, how many followers you have, and it's not really about the skill.
Definitely, instead of focusing on the numbers, definitely focus on more of if they actually have the talent or not, like their grind, like they're much the skill set. I thought no, I see where you're coming from, and I highly agree with that. It's definitely like since social media, I think now everything's been more focused on numbers, more about how many likes and how much social engagement you can get,
Right.
and it's less about like, oh, is this artist? Can you tell if this artist is talented? You know what I mean? I mean, pretty much a good example would be like Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran started off pretty much like you said in his bedroom just recording music with covers, and he didn't have the big popularity, but he was genuine. So I see what point of view you're coming from, and I highly agree. I think it's definitely one of those things where it's definitely a major change in the industry where it should be more focused on that, on actual talent.
Yeah.
Just,
Like I saw this Instagram page that I follow right now. He has like 600 followers, but his music is like amazing. I'm like, why? Why are people not discovering you? He's like just so cool.
what's his name?
Drew. I'll have to show you later. I forgot his Instagram handle, but his name is Drew. And I recently found him on Instagram. I start following him because although he has like little followers, his songs are like really nice. I don't know, you know Bruno Major.
Bruno Major. Was he in creatives? Probably. This sounds familiar. It really does sound familiar, but I could be wrong. Can you remind me?
His songs is like chill, kind of like chill pop, R&B with just like the electric guitar. It's just really nice.
When it comes to the music production process, a lot of people say there's a whole stages. There's like the writing, and then there's the actual performance, and then the mixing and mastering. What would you say has been the most hardest part for you in terms of making music, and how you overcome it?
As of right now, it's more of the melody because I have melody on the guitar. I have all these songs in my head, all these notes in my memo notes on my phone. It's just like executing it and on my guitar because I feel like my guitar skills, my music theory is still lacking. So I'm not able to like put it down on paper just yet. It's all in my head. But that's where my husband comes in. He helps me with music theory and then help me with the notes and stuff. I think for me is having so many ideas in my head and just not be able to put it down on paper yet. And it takes me quite a bit of time to do that. But yeah, that's the hardest part. I overcome it by talking to people. I have a lot of friends who have those skill sets, and I love picking their brains. Like, how do you get better at that? And they're like, watch YouTube videos, slow it down. You gotta be patient. But yeah, I'm watching more guitar videos and slowing it down and just practice. Now that I graduated, I just recently graduated with my master's degree.
Hey,
Yes,
congrats!
thank you. So now I have more time for music and not homework.
Oh, mad respects to that. Mad respects to that. Where'd you graduate?
I went to DBU.
Oh shoot, Dallas Baptist University, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Has there been other points outside of music, as terms of careers that you can kind of see yourself get into,
Other
like other artistic avenues? I know you mentioned drawing and painting, but I'm just curious. Like, would you say that would be something you can see yourself going? Like, say, maybe open up your own art studio, a little bit of like a panel, and say at a museum, or what? Or is that something you can see yourself in case, like, not in case if music doesn't work, but more like, okay, now that I've done my music and tired my music muscle, let me go from there. You know what I mean?
Yes, cooking. I love cooking. I love food. I actually have my own spring roll kind of business going on. I'm not doing it right now because school got in the way, but I do want to go back to doing it. I make and deliver spring rolls. It's called Singing Spring Rolls.
Singing spring rolls?
Yes, that's my
Okay.
brand.
No, that's so cute. Dude. IT, music, melody, cook, bro. Jack of all trades, though. That is just totally crap. Mad respect to that. Mad respect to that.
you.
Nah, that's jeez. Why music in particular do you see it hell healing people? Like I like to kind of go back to that a little bit. You say it helps out. You like how music heals other people. What about it that you say music can help heal people from your perspective?
Like the lyrics? Is that what you're asking?
Just in general, like how do you think music heals people?
Think the lyrics for me is what is the heal. Okay, I think the lyrics is the healing factor in music. Especially, I feel like my music, I put a lot of effort into writing my lyrics, so people can relate. People can feel like, hey, oh, I'm not alone. Somebody out there is feeling the way I'm feeling. So for me, the lyrics is the main for
The main thing, I can see that for sure. It definitely is that where, you know, where where most people can connect the artist the most is what they speak. So yeah, no, I highly agree with that. Highly agree with that. I do one last question, just one last question for this interview, and I always like to ask this to all interviewees. If you can have one wish in this world, what would it be?
one wish. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's a tough question. I think I'm overthinking.
Take your time if you have to. Don't feel rushed.
I think one wish is for everyone to have access to food. Because food is so big. I don't know. I love food. I love sharing my culture through food. I just want everyone to have, good food every day. Because food, sometimes it's hard to find.
Not for real. Fact, especially with now everything being involved with fast food, it's kind of hard to find someone that's good at cooking or like genuine good local foods around. They exist around here, but it's just getting harder and harder. I can't believe this just popped in my mind. Not many people kind of know what Laos. It's my first time hearing about them. Like I should have asked more about this. Where is Laos located?
Laos is a landlocked country in Southeast Asia. It's next to Thailand.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. So a lot of people know Thailand and Vietnam, but
Right.
they don't know Laos is like right in between. But yeah, we're a really small country. But yeah, that's cool. It's your first time hearing about
Yeah,
Laos.
no, I never heard, and I wish I should have followed immediately on that. But I just like before we leave, I got to know a little bit. And I imagine it's its own thing. It's not, or it's like it's. I don't know how to ask this. It's like its own culture. Like I imagine it's different from Thailand and Vietnam, of course.
It's very similar to Thailand. Like our food overlaps. It's just the seasoning is different, but the name and how it's made, it's like really similar to Thai food. But we have our own like flavor and spices that we use as well.
Shoot, y'all have and y'all have your own language, or is it like y'all speak Thai or with Vietnam? Like, out of curiosity.
We have our own language.
Oh shoot!
Yes, we do.
Dang, so y'all are our own thing. I need to do so. I need to go back and do my homework. No, for real.
And it's very similar to Thai. Some words overlap, and it helped. I speak Thai as well because growing up, we only have Thai cable when I was in Laos, so we be watching all these Thai like movies.
Thai dramas or Thai drugs.
Yep.
Exactly. I feel that. That's how I kind of grew up with a lot of my media, especially a lot of my media growing up is Spanish stuff, especially like early Jackie Chan movies. There's always like some cheesy schlocky Spanish stuff.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity now, you watch anime?
Yes.
What would you say is the best anime right now?
Ooh. For me, it'll be My Hero Academia
My Hero?
right now. Yeah.
Shoot, have you seen the movies?
The movies.
Yeah, like there's like 4 or 5 movies now, and a lot of people say like some movies are better than some seasons. Like Hero's Mission, some people think Hero's Mission is better than the 3rd season.
Interesting. I've never seen the movies. Just the anime.
It's good anime, man. It's just great.
And Tokyo Ghoul.
Ooh, that's a retro title right there. Okay. I like the manga more than the anime. I love that man. I love that man.
Nice.
All right. Well, other than that, I think that's it for today. We just want to say again, thank you so much, Rosy, for coming over here for our interview. Again, for your time. And again, if you want to shout out your in social medias.
Yes, for sure. Again, I'm Rosy L. Thank you so much for having me again today. This was really fun. My social media handle is Rosy L Music. All together, it's ROSYL Music. But yep, that's cool.
Thank you. And if y'all like what you'll see right here, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all already know what to do. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Low key, when you get nervous, you just end with a shout. Nah.